Hello teacher, my name is Cesar Flores and today I'm gonna talk to you about my project, network monitoring. The problem. Well, it's well known that when you go to the hospital or any public health center, you have to wait a lot. It can be even hours. And there's many reasons for that. But today we are going to discuss one. The slow response time when the network fails. And well, every network fails. It's not something that you can avoid. But when in a hospital the network fails, it takes a lot of time to be back online, and it fails really often because the equipment they have, it's really bad for the standards that we have, and all the responsibility lies on the technicians that work there, because every time that something fails they have to wait to someone to call them, and well, that takes a lot of time. That's why we propose this solution, a network monitoring software. And how does this work? Well, we propose to assemble a dedicated server where we're going to install one of these software, and of course the operated system that it's going to use. In this case, we are trying to make this as cheap as possible, so we are looking for a software that is open source, and for that Linux is a very good option. The technician will be aware of everything that happens on the network. When anything fails, a switch, a link, a PC, so the response time will be faster. Because they are not going to have to wait for someone to call them when anything fails. For this project to work, we need to follow some steps, as you can see here. The first and the second one are the study the network and the investigation after it. Why are we going to study the network? Because we need to know the characteristics of it, so we can make a custom server and a custom configuration on the software. With this information, we can determine the characteristics of the server and the software we're going to use in the investigation. Before we put everything together, we need to run some simulations, and we are going to use a virtual machine. This is to make sure the software will work as we want to, and we're going to create a network similar to the real one, but in a small scale. For the dedicated server setup, we are going to buy every piece and assemble ourselves, so we can be sure that everything is going to be fine and it's going to be cheaper. After that, we're going to install the operative system and the software and configure everything as we did in the simulation for this to work. After we put everything together, we're going to install the server on the network, and we're going to run some tests. For this, we need to wait until the network has a low LAD. What does this mean? Well, We need to wait until there's no much people in the facilities, so if anything fails or we need to do anything, it won't disturb anyone. After this, we got some results, and as we see, as we saw in the simulations, we have control of the entire network, and we see everything that happens in it. In conclusion, I think this is an important project. It could work very well. It could help a lot of people and save some time, not just for the patients, but to the doctors and everyone that worked there.